container also called standard container. That's why they use 20 feet. If they carry you 140 feet, you can count as 2. Okay.
Right.
And normally the white container is carry the air conditioning. Oh!
And that's what we call
那个喇叭掉下来。
the speaker fell off.
Thank God.
Probably the machine doesn't agree with you.
Dangerous.
You're talking in more loud.
Become angry. Okay, this ship on the right side, Wanhai. From which country is Wanhai?
China. China maybe.
From China or from Taiwan?
China.
It's from Taiwan. Okay, we have 3 most important shipping company: Evergreen, Wanhai, and also Yangming. Okay, these are 3 most important companies in Taiwan. So, do you have any idea which company is the biggest in Taiwan?
Evergreen.
Evergreen. And number 2?
Wanhai.
Wrong. Yangming number 2. Wanhai number 3. Okay. What about if we send these 3 companies to
Wanhai.
outside of Taiwan to compete the whole world, all the shipping companies? Can they still important? Can that be still important?
Yes.
Yes.
Evergreen is the biggest.
Yes, normally Evergreen is top 5 in the world.
Wow.
And originally Yangming was more than 10, but now it's already into top 10. And Wanhai originally was more than 20, around 27, but now Wanhai is close to top 10, around 11. So sometimes we think if we combine these 3 companies into one company, we will be the biggest in the world. Okay, now we arrive again, the petroleum area. Okay, you see there is an orange line floating on the water. We call this line oil boom. Oil boom. You see this ship is covered by the oil boom because when they are sucking the oil from the ship to the land, sometimes they will drop some outside, right? And the oil is lighter, so you're floating on the surface. So the oil boom cover them, so they won't expand to other areas. Okay, we have not finished the question. Why the ship always have 2 colors?
Because that's the line where it goes down to the water, the floating line.
Yes. So this line,
Yes.
yes, this line is called a loading line because we cannot carry weight the ship. We don't know if they are overloaded or not. So normally the easiest way to see the line between these 2 colors. So the maximum acceptance, this line can be on the surface of the water. Once the line between these 2 colors is below the surface, that means this ship is
Big rain over there.
overloaded. So we call it loading line.
Yes.
It was created in 1876 in England because they discover if they don't have the line, they cannot see if it's overloaded or not. So it's dangerous for humans and also dangerous for the cargo. That's why they set up a law. All the ships have to have 1 line in 2 sides. So from the line they can see. Okay, on the right side you also see a ferry field. So the ferry field area is a shopping Mall called Dream Mall. Okay? It's a very famous one. If you have been to Dream Mall or you are going to, so when you arrive Dream Mall, please see from the outside, you will see the building shaped like a whale. And the whale will spread water, right? So the very wheel is the water for the whale spread out. In the night you will see almost 100 different kind of changing the colors. Okay, now we are going from the second harbor into the first harbor because this is the Shenzhen River. Yeah. And after we cross this river, on the right side, all these area we call export processing zone. Shenzhen export processing zone is the first one in Taiwan. And during that time, in the old time, most product they produce is the toys, shoes, clothes, and stationery. But now they don't produce this kind because this kind of factory, a lot of them already moved to China. So they produce now the parts for the computers. Yeah, parts for the computers or for the cell phone. And Kaohsiung Harbor started to develop in 1902, the Japanese government. Because when Japanese government start to colonize Taiwan, they want to bring a lot of good things back to China, back to Japan. For example, from Kaohsiung Harbor, they brought the trees from Alishan, a lot of red cypress. More than half of them already cut back to Japan. If you visit the famous and very old temples, a lot of columns, they are made by our wood from Alishan. And also the rice from Jiayi, Tainan area. And also the sugars. Okay? All these important products they brought from Kaohsiung Harbor. But when they start to colonize Taiwan, they discover Kaohsiung Harbor very shallow, only 3 meters deep. So the big ship cannot come in. If they cannot come in, they cannot carry anything back. So they could not help but develop Kaohsiung Harbor. That's why the Japanese government started to develop Kaohsiung Harbor. From 2 or 3 meters until the big ship can come in, they have to dig out a lot of sand and the mold, right? So where do you think they put the sand and mold to? Qijing? So you think Qijing is by the sand and mold of Kaohsiung Harbor? Qijing is a natural form. From the water push this way, and Taiwan Strait push this way. So it becomes Qijing Island. So it's natural form. Actually, they just collect all the sand on the city area. Okay, if you see the map, this area, all these areas, they are reclaimed by the sand and the mold of Kaohsiung Harbor. Now we call them the Hamasen area, and also the whole area of Yancheng district is the reclaimed land. Okay, on the right side you see the ship and